and queens, welcome back yet to another episode on the Bushi Podcast. But before we continue, I'd like to shout a few of you guys. Come closer. Yes, you with the Wi-Fi at home. Come, closer. Yes. Go follow us on all social media platforms. Go and follow us on Instagram at Official Bushi Podcast and go and follow us on TikTok, Bushi Podcast. We love and appreciate you guys' love and support. But before I continue, thank you so much, guys. Let me sweep in front of my own door before I start addressing the nation. As I said earlier, my name is Dimpopo, the one and only Yellow Bone Unkosiyami Uringi Muti, MC, comedian, master of ceremony. Guys, a branding best. I'm an artist. I'm apparently an actor from this point on forward. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me introduce the Bushi panel and the Bushi Podcast members. Guys, Red Riding Hood is in the building.
Dolly Parton, give me the night.
Yo, guys are starting so early. The episode hasn't even started.
Sorry, my sister, sorry.
But it's
Please
fine.
let them know who you looking so nice for.
I'm looking
G,
nice.
G,
The
vir
Lord.
garam op my
The
earring.
Lord. I'm looking nice for the Lord.
Amen, hallelujah.
My name is Shana. My name is Shana. Shana, my aunt's Hank Talk and Shana on Instagram. I am multiple things, but we're not gonna. So yeah, that's just me in a nutshell.
Multiple things.
Multiple. You borrowed my
Plural.
name.
No.
It sounds like I only account.
Yeah, account. You say account like a
No.
petrol account.
Hello, high up in the sky. I go by the name of Dene Jones, also known as Jonesy, also known as Views from Jonesy. I think it's a new year, hey? I need
Yes.
to add some status
Yes,
to that name,
2025.
hey? I'm not sure. Maybe I can call myself the Queen of Aladdin, let's
Yes.
fly high up in the sky on the ladder.
You know?
Anyway, all I want to say is God is good.
All the time.
Hallelujah.
God is good.
All the
G for
time.
G, my love. G for G. Thank you so much, guys. Yet another episode 2. If you did not watch our first episode
Yes.
for this new season, please make sure you tune in. Because you can't be on number 2 if you didn't do the number 1, if you know what I mean.
It's like watching a horror movie. You enter the room when the movie's in the middle. Nobody comes screaming like die hele tyd die movie gekyk. You ken nie wel die name van die actors in die movie nie.
Of hy huil eers voor hy die nuus gehoor het. En al wat ek wil sê, my mag brand, ek het 'n chappie ingesluk.
My ma, so quick story. My mother is so, if I tell her someone passed away, she make it look like I killed the person. Sê maar, ek voel like, hoe kom ons colored bro en so? Ek sê, my ma het jy gehoor, my kind nie so sê. Hoe meen jy nou? She makes it sound like I killed the person. Oh, I'm lying. I don't
And they ask gang questions.
En
When? Who? Where?
En
How?
hulle het hulle altyd gesien gister. Nou die dag.
Yes, I saw her in the mall. She was buying chicken.
Chicken mense het nou die dag gesê. Dit was die sign om
Hy
te
was
sê.
a good vice. Guys, please, viewers, guys, please, do this one favor. It's 2025. Oh, up if someone, condolences in advance. If someone passes away, stop saying that you were with the person yesterday. Hulle gaan vir jou blame.
Yeah.
They're gonna blame you, then you don't even know it.
Exactly.
So Samantha nou vir Joseph bly maar in die Bybel en
Jy weet wat hy sê? Guys,
jou bek stunk,
jou bek stunk,
jou voete stunk, jou padda stunk. Ek hou nie van jou.
He's a ex. Jy kom op 'n besem.
Ek wil nie soos Joseph wees nie. Want Joseph wat van die Bybel.
best rapper alive, guys. Hy's die
No,
crappiest.
definitely.
Check out the EP. Check out the EP.
Definitely.
Samantha.
Shout out Samantha.
Shout out.
Samantha from
You the girl who you think you are.
We see you.
We tell you that.
Waarom was Samantha?
Ek sien dit.
Let's call it
Ek ken
excellence.
dit Hammanskraal by a
Where is she
location
from?
of it.
Where is she from?
She does put the location there in TikTok, but I can't pronounce
And
that.
Hammanskraal from Joburg is like literally 3 days.
Ah, is it?
So
Hoeveel
imagine how
tollgates?
strong a bars are if it reached this side in 2 days.
3 tollgates. Je moet geen tollgates komen met geld, so je moet niet hustle push up.
Do you know how much was the toll gate past? What you call it?
Enede.
I think that's why Meneer C couldn't make it today, eh?
It's the only place. Yeah, guys, one of our panel members, before these guys continue, one of our panel members are not available. Guys, Meneer C, please keep him in your prayers.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happened. Nothing is happening. But he couldn't make it this evening. And
Yeah.
we do apologize for you, Meneer C fans. C Nation, shout out to you guys. You can go, Samantha. Samantha's brilliant.
No, she is.
Chose aside. From a musician's perspective, Samantha, keep pushing, girl. Die bookings are come.
It's
En as jy
coming.
daar kom, jy point hulle. Jy vlieg met 'n besem rond. Jou voete stink. Jy wat is sy name? And I can't wait to
Yeah,
listen to the
yeah.
EP. Speaking about Samantha, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler.
Yeah.
Thailand. I go
okay.
vleels of vlag.
Yeah, she
And
does.
the thing
She
is,
does.
if when I send a message asking about my money, she doesn't respond.
Really?
No, so
How much
Did
does
she
she
block
owe?
you? Op blue tick
sy
sa'yo?
het 30 rand ek het haar WhatsApp bundel gekoop van 30 rand sales sie. Vir 30 days style het nou nog nie daai
Blue tick sa'yo?
sy blue ticket hier en sy dink sy die nommer gechange. Ons sê maak dat iemand my bel van 'n landlyn af en sy sien nou besig is op 'n flight Chicago toe.
Oh, Chicago.
Chicago too. But Tyler also, guys, she's doing amazing.
She is.
We've seen a lot of
Definitely,
footages that
definitely.
Tyler. You know what I like about Tyler? The fact that she doesn't throw away where she's
Comes
from.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from the
Definitely.
house, but she doesn't throw away where she's
Of van
from.
jou huis af?
No, she's not from me. I think for you guys that know, I don't know, Shirazan, if you guys know of her, that Tyler's from Roodepoort. I don't know.
Is she from Roodepoort?
I-
Nee.
There was
heard-
a whole debate around
There
her
was
being
a
from
thing.
Durban and then
He's
No,
from
but from
Joburg.
Roodepoort. I heard Roodepoort. Remember, I'm a white guy. Normally, white people don't lie. She's from Roodepoort. Sorry if I don't
But
get
she
my
said
facts
they
straight.
never had a pretty girl from
Joburg. I
Joburg.
mean, when that's what they prefer.
You
She didn't
understand?
say Roodepoort.
She didn't say Durban either.
We had a pretty girl from
Yeah.
Roodepoort. What did you do? She did say that. That's what
They
I heard.
never had a pretty girl from Roadies.
Yeah.
Whatever. But Tyler is doing great.
Yeah, she
Guys,
is.
shout out to
Definitely.
Tyler and shout out to those guys that are inspiring to be Tyler as well. Ladies and gentlemen, jokes aside now, we're going into professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast, as you guys know, the statement for the podcast and the mission and the vision for this podcast is to change the perception.
Daar
Is
kom
to
ie, daar
change
kom ie, die
the-
wit
give me
taal uit.
chance. Hey, you know, have you ever seen a chocolate chip, the brownies?
No.
Red Riding Hood and Brownie. Guys, this podcast is an opportunity, and this podcast is brought forward to you guys to create the voice for the ladies and gentlemen out there, colored excellence, amazing colors out there, to change the perspective, to change the narrative, to make a difference not only for yourself, but in your community. So, guys, if you have one cigarette, you can't be 5 smoking on it. That's abuse. That's abuse.
Sharing is caring.
That is abuse.
No,
Even one
sharing
sided,
is
guys.
caring.
One sided, you're like 4. No, guys. That's the alcohol abuse. Please, guys, please make sure that you do things this year in a good way. It's 2025. This year is a year of resilience.
Dia.
It's a year of resilience. No, I'm showing the guy that I have matric, Missouri, last secondary.
Okay.
This year is a year of resilience, a year of blessings, a year of greatness, and a year of opportunities for you guys
Amen.
watching now to make a difference and change the situation at home. Guys, I wanted to find out from you guys before I continue. Van my Engels is baie mooi.
Hey, ek
baie
hoor dit.
mooi.
Wat is
Weer
die
baie boek
18?
gelees.
What does it
Melk
mean?
gedrink.
Melk gedrink. Oh, I can't drink milk.
Oh,
Why?
sorry.
I do not go against my skin color.
Oh, yeah.
Black coffee, strictly. Black coffee. If not, rooibos.
How many
Okay, I can't
sugars?
rooibos or plug.
2.
I can't rooibos. No. Guys, what does it mean personally? Like, serious note now. What does it mean for you guys in South Africa as a whole? I'm not talking about other countries because I don't know how
Yeah,
we also
yeah.
in other countries. But what does it mean for you guys as an individual, as a Bushi podcast, as you guys at home, being a colored in South Africa?
For me personally, I feel like the term colored, like you said, let's speak about in other countries. The term colored is
Have you been to other countries?
nog nooit.
No,
I
wat
have.
praat jy van die ander
In my
countries?
I have.
droom, in my droom.
Oh,
Ek was daar.
En Piel
Ek is hier is definitely in my brein in. Dit was net die voete het nog nie getouch nie.
Amen.
Maar die
amen.
brein het dit klaar
Jy gaan maar
gesien.
Putu toe gaan
You
die
know?
jaar nog wel.
We have big dreams. Big
Yeah,
dreams.
yeah,
Jay
yeah.
cool.
Cool man.
But for me personally, I feel like the or not I feel like because that becomes an opinion. But the term colored in a different country becomes not what we would accept it in South Africa, right? For me, being a colored, what does it mean? I'm a lot of races. Ek is wit, ek is deel van haar. So ek kan even na by hulle gaan lunch, ek kan curry en naan en butter chicken. Dan ek het bietjie coolie ook in my verstaan
Yeah,
nie.
nice,
I can
nice.
what I like about my culture is that I'm a rainbow nation. I can fit in any way. You know, I'm versatile. Ek het ook melk gedrink vandag.
Yeah.
I'm very
Swallow, girl.
as a Bushi, I'm very versatile. And that allows me to portray myself. Like I don't have to limit myself to one thing. I can expose myself to different things. But it also depends on me as the colored. How do I take my opportunity? I'm not playing a race card.
Yeah.
But how do I take my opportunity and use it to the best of my advantage? So for me personally, I feel like being a colored actually works in my favor. It all depends on how I operate and how I tune, how I tune.
Can I touch on that? You asked, you said something about other countries. I was fortunate to experience another country.
Nice.
So I was in the States. I lived in
Oh,
America.
Jesus. Oh, ma.
Yes, the Americans
Oh,
for a
lovely.
year.
But Free State.
Nice.
Oh, op man.
Oh, jij
Ah,
zei
okay, wat is het? Okay, wat was het? Okay, wat was het? OP.
Yes, yes.
Het was either
OP.
OP or say China can teach.
Yeah.
That's normally
China
what
can
happens.
teach.
That's how we go overseas sometimes, ne?
English and China
Anyways.
can teach.
OP.
Anyways,
Ek
so
gedink twee mense, OP.
No,
No.
in color terms as babysitting.
yes,
Ja, maar ons
it's a fancy word for
As
nanny,
crèche.
in-house
As
nanny.
Crèche by die huis. Klaas is
Yeah.
sorry.
As cringe.
So basically, I did that for a year. I was about
Okay.
23, 24. No,
Nice.
When you that side already.
sorry.
When you were in Free State. You were 23.
Yes, I was 23, 22, round about there. I did it for a year. Now, if
Okay.
you want to travel, no, and you don't have like the funds, and you're young, au pairing is something that I would advise for you to do. It's
Nice.
a brilliant
And you mustn't
experience.
have kids, no?
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to be married.
Okay.
You're not allowed to have children. You must be a free eagle. You know?
This is a plug for
It's-
somebody.
there is-
actually.
No, there's a lot of people that, sorry, you continue. There's a lot of people, young people that would like to do au pairing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that the right word? Au pairing.
Au pair. Au pair.
Au pair.
You spell it
Au pair, like a
U-
phone, Oppo. Au pair.
As a human.
A-U.
But I like the fact that you've mentioned it because a lot of us are skeptical about doing the au pairing thing because normally they would
yeah.
say come to this country to go do 1, 2, 3 and it
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't turn out to be that way. But today, living testimony, we have someone that has survived au pair.
Yeah, no. Look, I was fortunate.
1 year.
I was fortunate enough to have a good family. Now, majority of the
Nice.
times, no? Let's say 90%. Okay, let me say 85% of the time.
Yeah.
They choose families that abuse them, and they really do get abused. Like
Really?
I've heard about very horrific stories. Not just that, but also OPs being naughty with the host dad. But I'm not gonna get into that. The point that I'm trying to make here. Huh?
Dis aan Tia vir die episode.
Stepsister and dad, right?
No,
Oh,
Dimpie,
so-
no. Guys, I'm trying to make a point here. Anyway, so I did it for a year. No, now you get different states. We in South Africa we have provinces, but in America you call it states.
Okay.
Each state has different rules. Now you see, we have one. There's a set of rules that everyone follows.
But different number plates.
It's the same like the province.
Yeah.
Yes.
GP.
So-
The crime is still high.
yeah, the crime is still high. But Washington, I lived in Washington D.C.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
And I got to experience New York City, so I saw Times Square, beautiful.
Don't worry, guys. I'm
Stunning,
gonna ask her
stunning,
for
stunning.
photos because you cannot color it.
Yeah.
Ja. Asseblief guys, just put the
No,
pictures
guys.
up
Nou
because-
en ons kan vlieg met 'n storie, maar daar's nie proof nie.
Ja, nee.
No,
Na
that.
die hele ding oor dit.
I
Dit is
have,
gehoor
I
van
have an
iemand.
iPhone. It said, "Oh, my mommy doesn't want
No,
me to bring
it's
it
not
to
that.
school."
It's not that at all. So in America, that term color is very sensitive.
Yes.
Very, very,
Why?
very
It
sensitive.
is.
There was
As
one.
soos die kuif word.
Yeah. It's very. You can't use that word. They get so offended.
That's why there
get
was
so
this
offended.
whole story about Tyler in America
Yes.
where they refused to call her
Y-
colored.
colored, yeah.
And we refused to accept her as a black American
Yeah.
on that side.
Oh, and they wanted to convert to that. Or
Not
Yeah,
convert.
classify or
They
identify
can't,
yourself as
yes,
one
because
of them.
they're not allowed to use that term colored.
It's derogatory.
It's
But
derogatory.
we
have you-
feel like they're robbing her of her true nature and culture if they take the colored term away,
Away from her.
But
There was
funny
a
enough,
whole
funny-
debate around it.
But funny enough, you guys, if you have a chance, go look at America or whatever, the states where you were from
Yeah.
or where you went to and came back. A lot of colors are there.
Yeah, true.
I actually
I
have a
speak to colors
question
on a
for
daily,
you.
Justin. Ne?
Yeah.
Awe, my bro, gaan het? Awe, gaan round laat. Awe, okay, I'll tell you when I'm back from London. Awe.
Yes.
Doe maar praten
Yes.
lekker dus hier af van Eden
As
Park.
East
en-
London, Kaibega.
Doe maar praten
Kaibega.
Eden Park. I'll let you know when I'm back from London.
East
Ah,
London.
Is it East London?
Hulle was in East
Oh, is
London.
it London? Ze vergeet die East.
Ja,
Do
Kaibega.
you, boo? Continue, open.
I have a question for you because, like you said, you've been there for
Yeah.
quite some time, right? Have you experienced that type of challenge where
Yes.
you did?
Yes. Look here, you see now when you're from South Africa and there's a way that South Africans speak. You know, you
Okay.
get what I'm saying?
Okay.
We have a culture.
Yeah.
Regardless of our skin, our race, or whatever, we have a culture. You understand what I'm saying? So that transition from South Africa to American, it was very hard for me.
Really?
Like for example, there was one night now we went clubbing, right? And I was walking with my friends, and then there was like a bunch of guys that approached us.
Yeah.
Right? And they saw me, and that time I had like my hair loose, like I had curls and whatever.
Yeah.
And the makeup, I was looking.
Pashash.
Yeah, I was looking. So
Pashash.
then the guy comes up to me and he starts speaking Spanish.
Really?
And I'm like, sorry.
Bonjour.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, what did you
Is
say?
that French, nee?
Por favor. I don't know what it is. In it, it's a polony. I just know it's a French polony. I don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, so he comes up to me, starts speaking in Spanish. I'm like, I'm sorry, what do you say?
Yeah.
Now my accent is thick. And he's like, oh, I thought you were Latina.
Really?
I'm like, no, I'm not Latina, I'm from South Africa. He's like, you from South Africa? I'm like, yes.
Do you know Sipo? Sipo
They
is
like to ask
in
a question,
Sipo is in Nigeria. It's a friend of mine,
Yeah.
Sipo.
or they say like, okay,
You must now know the whole South Africa.
Ek moet die hele Afrika
Yes,
ken. And how
basically.
does it, there's one thing that I hate about that story where they ask you about the zebra.
yeah, they
and
asked
the
me that as
rhino.
well. Yeah.
Do you go to work on a lion? Does the lion transport
Yeah,
you?
they just have that
Guy,
perception.
why?
Like,
Who like
Justin-
us- do we look like? I just want to know, guys. If you are American, like no hate, right? I made a video actually the other day about the kitchen sink. Why do you guys wash your babies in the sink? But anyway, yeah, I just want to know why when we say we're from South Africa,
Africa.
why do you guys see Hakuna Matata?
They like to do that.
They like to.
Why?
I don't know.
Like me also, I had this perception, like, because I'm from the US as well. But when I first saw like Justin especially, I like
Nothing but
in South Africa, do you guys swallow a goat or something like that? Sorry, Justin, I just thought you swallowed something very dangerous. I do apologize. Big boss, do not fire me on that behalf, guys. But Shana, let's do this. Let's do this. Like I said earlier, guys.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, there's a lot of people that I know that wanted to go into those kind of fields, au pair,
Yeah.
and go overseas.
Yeah.
Take that opportunity to
Yeah,
be
do
part
it.
of such traveling journeys
Do it,
and
yeah.
experiences. What would you advise the person that's watching and would like to do it? And is there any, just even if it's 1 or 2 points, just let them know. Just ensure their comfortability in
Yeah.
doing it and pursuing it.
Okay. The first important thing that you need to really be sure of
Your
is
visa. No, I thought you can never a visa. No, a passport.
obviously your visa,
Okay.
but make sure it's something that you want to do because
Yes.
these kids are
Yes.
not like South African kids.
Yep.
They talk back.
Yep.
No?
Also,
You-
Linda,
I was
Linda,
chased by
please.
with a butter knife. What are you talking
Ah.
about? A butter knife over a yogurt.
For a
Really?
yoga. And who out does it can?
You watch any movies on cinema? Go to your room right now.
Yeah, and they have this thing when they go to the room the next day, there's someone a karate class involved.
Go to your room right now, Ranelima.
And you can't leave them.
And white kids.
Leave me
white
alone.
kids, overseas children, right? Overseas children, now I'm going to change the topic. Overseas children, what I like about them, they can throw a tantrum and go to the room, like a mother said, and move out to the dad's place or to the brother's place and stuff. You know, that's it, I don't know. Hulle sê, gaan nou kamer toe, jy sal hy klere pak. Have you ever packed your clothes and you still stayed? Soos 'n relationship. Jy dik met die man, jy pak uit julle klere en jy los, jy bly nog.
Hier in Suid-Afrika gaan pak ek klere. Ek soek jou nie weer by die huis nie. Jy gaan pak. Pak jy nog? Hou jou groot.
Hulle slaat jou dan vry. Hoekom is jy nog? Hy staat
Hou jou
toe.
groot. Jy wys my jy pak. As jy 'n groot vrou.
Okay, sorry, we're just getting into
Yeah,
it.
no,
Sorry.
no.
I love colored people. Oh, you guys are flippant resilient.
Very versatile. Huh?
Very good. You
really,
guys
yeah.
have
Look at
stories.
Miss Latina over here. Huh?
But yeah, so like I said, number 1, be sure you want to do it, and number 2, make sure you do your research.
Yeah.
Because you don't just have to go to America. There's the Netherlands that you can go to.
Yeah.
What else? America, Netherlands, and I think Germany as well. So yeah. So depending on the direction you want to go to, make sure you do your research.
Okay.
Netherlands weather is okay. America's obviously you get to see snow, get to experience that. So yeah, I would say make sure that it's what you want to do and make sure that you collect enough research.
Good stuff.
Nice.
I just want to tap into that, right? I want to move over to stereotypes in our community, right? In the colored community specifically. Going back to au pair, I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah, no, you're saying it right. Yeah.
It's a trend, like whenever you see a colored girl like I said previously, it's either you're there to teach or you're looking after somebody's child. So it's a stereotype. Like I don't even have to think that you're there to study. Ek ken
Yeah.
klaar, jy gaan kyk.
En as hulle Nigeria's?
And Dubai, we know it's most now
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Porta, what,
Yeah, Dubai, that's
you know.
Allahu
So
Akbar.
my thing is why are we also always classified into certain types of trends? Why can't we be proud for the next colored sister or colored brother for
Yeah.
going to another country,
Yeah.
for actually studying?
Yeah.
Because not every, shout out to the people who are doing it, but that's, why are we limiting ourselves to just that? Also, going back, South Africa is known to always buy. We never create our own things. We always supporting other countries, supporting other people. Why are we not taking our creativity and making it our own? Hoekom het ons nie 'n South African op hê? Why are people not coming to South Africa to look after other people's kids? You understand what I'm saying?
Open van Florida af tot
No, I'm
Westburn.
just saying, why
Ja,
are we
ja,
why
vandaag
are we
is het was-
constantly putting in? Why are we constantly putting in
and also
outside?
not-
Why are we not creating for inside? You understand
Yeah,
what
also
I'm
take
saying?
people from other countries and things.
Hoekom is mense nie bad om Suid-Afrika toe te kom? The only time we see them here is when they're on tour.
No, but
You know?
there's cultural exchange programs in schools. I know about that, but it's not as big.
What Dene is actually trying to say is, as a country, as a community, as an individual, let us stop being followers and start to be leaders
Yeah, I
as-
know.
Yes.
as well. And
But,
then,
but no hate to the people who are doing it. Like Shana said, you must have a love for what you are doing. And shout out, thank you guys for putting us on the map. But also, don't change your accent now.
Yo!
Please, Latte Tyler, don't be the reverse crush crew.
Because
After 6 months, it's
ghost
no.
Ja, dan zit nou.
It's okay,
no.
besem.
Ja,
guys, talking about that.
they're on the broom now. Not on the BSM
They're flying.
anymore.
Talking about that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there's no gentleman here. I'm the only
are
handsome
the-
dude looking here, sitting here.
With no beard.
With no what?
Beard.
Do you guys find men with beard attractive?
Yes!
Do you
Kak
find
sexy.
do you find
Hey,
men
Shana
with beard
Rai.
attractive?
Shana Rai hard
Klom
gesê.
hare, jy
Ek like die beard nie.
Jy
Beard
sien
nie.
die
I'm
hond?
sorry meneer.
Nee,
Ja,
you
die
need
hond met hare, nou kom jy na huis en daar is ook hare nie.
Hy gekrapper
Hy
hy man.
krapper aan skry groot
Dis
pys.
nou-
Een pys is soos 'n laafbyt, maar die vrou nie eens ken waar kan jy dit nou
Dimpie praat soos iemand wat 'n boyfriend het met
Yes.
baard wak.
I have friends with beard. Shout out
Now
to
what
them.
did you do
They
in their
look-
faces?
Yes, why are you so close?
No, they
Why you so close?
with that beard it looks too much with the clothes. You can't get you have a nice keeper on, but because the beard is too high or too low on seniors, that it's a nice keeper. You get what
No.
I'm trying to say? If I had beard now and I put it on this bushy, you will probably just see the economy spelling. The eye and the
I wish
Het
Mr.
weer
C was
wine on
here,
mind
'cause he would
gegeven.
have had a lot to say about that.
Guys, let's talk about the fact that besides stereotyping, right? There's a lot of things that's been going on in our community
Yeah.
as colors, as I see, we're talking about
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
And in our environment, it's been happening now for over the period of years, over the period of time
Yeah.
with us. What does it take for us, especially like you guys sitting here or anyone there in the back? You guys look very nice, by the way, and you look hungry as well.
Stunning.
Yeah, what does it take for us to break that chain of people feeling that we are not colored enough or you're not black enough? You get what I'm trying to say?
Can you make an example?
Yeah.
Can I make an example? You need to walk into a workplace and you, for example, is standing.
Oh,
next
I get
to-
what you say. I
you,
get
you,
what you're saying.
you understand what
I
I
get
mean?
what you're saying.
They look at you sometimes, Justin. You are classified by just appearance, by just
Yeah.
accent, like she said earlier
Yeah.
on. Sometimes, net as je net praat, you can get the job is yours, but maak je net je mond op, your back stink, your voeten stink.
Jou padda sting afra.
But no-
What is padda?
But anyway, that was just an inside joke, right? But maak je net je mond op en dan zit zomaar, ons gaan niet voor me
Yeah,
geen.
yeah.
You understand? At what point do we get so that we cannot be too much for ourselves to get into certain places? If I should make an example for you guys, I'll break it down even further.
No, I understand.
alright.
I do understand. Can I share something from my experience?
Okay.
So, like I said in the first
Hoe
episode,
wit ben ek is om die weer te kry?
exactly.
Vier of wat of wat wat?
Yeah, exactly. No, so basically, in the first episode, I explained that I'm a mixture of
Oh, yeah,
of two things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So my dad is Indian, my mom is colored, right?
As Russian.
Yes.
I kill you. I kill you. Mahmoud.
But
Mahmoud.
Guys, I'm trying to make a point here.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
chicken
Do you have
curry
siblings?
but
Sorry.
nan but
Sorry for asking. Do you have siblings?
Yes, I do. We ate, but different parents.
Oh, nice. I can imagine. Sorry for going in that deep.
No, it's
Jy
fine.
slaap nog oor dit. Ai, ek het hilarious. Close the door. Go sleep. Go sleep. Give mommy daddy a chance. Ai, ek het
so do you okay, I just want to know, sorry, I know because I know I'm gonna forget. Do you guys celebrate Diwali as well?
I want to get into that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's the
Oh,
point I'm
okay.
trying to get
Okay.
into.
Ek as Muslim, but
Why?
sorry for guys.
Why?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Muslim as well, but
But I
like
said
she said, she wants to get
religion.
into it. I
Religion.
like that. I also want to get into it.
Okay.
Ek wil ook 5 times a day salah. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
Ramadan is
No,
coming.
but remember,
mashallah.
with her, it's culture. So her mom is colored, her
My
dad,
dad is
is Indian.
Indian. Oh,
The father believes in Diwali, her mother believes in
Tamil,
Christmas.
yeah.
So now when you get together, how do you raise your kids? How do you create one culture under one roof and follow that routine, but both parties are happy?
Do you get that?
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
How
So
Indian enough must you be?
exactly. So growing up, I felt okay when I was with my Indian family, I didn't feel Indian enough. When I was with my colored family, I didn't feel colored enough. You understand what I'm saying? So it was always like, what? And I always felt like, okay, do I act colored? Do I act Indian?
Sure.
Okay, what am But the thing with my family is that now we're very diverse. So we've got Indian, we've got Muslim, we've got Christian. So that's why I can relate to people from different backgrounds because of the environment that I've
Yeah.
grown
Yeah.
up in. And I can appreciate culture. I can appreciate, a Dene. I can
Yes.
appreciate a Dimpie because of what I was exposed to. But
Yeah.
it wasn't easy. It
Yeah.
wasn't easy because I never felt like I was good enough, or I never felt like I was enough, because it always felt like, okay, this, like for example, with the Indian family, it would be Diwali and stuff like that. And there were certain things that I didn't know how to do. Like they would go to temple. There's certain like traditional things that they have to follow. And then with colored, there's certain like dishes you have to cook. I don't know how to
Yes.
cook. So it was very hard for me growing up. And then eventually one day I woke up and I realized I am different. And I
Yeah.
started to embrace it. And I started to show it. I don't care. Now, if it's Diwali, I celebrate Diwali. If it's a colored function or whatever,
So it's like curry met pampoen.
that is now different now. That's so completely different. But I can relate to it. And even in the workplace, like, for example, you get different cliques at work. Sometimes, like, you get this type of person, this type of group that chose there, and that type of group that chose there.
Yeah.
Ik gooi my
Yeah.
aan,
And with groups,
whatever.
and with groups sometimes, that's a good thing. With groups sometimes, especially in the workplace, look, I haven't had a 9 to 5, but I've heard people complain. I heard people talk about it. I heard people felt uncomfortable in work environments
Yeah.
where if you're certain, what do you call us, culture or religion or 1, 2, 3, then people treat you differently.
Differently.
né?
Yes, yeah.
I think I want to tap into that because I feel like going back to your question, it becomes more of a challenge. Because now I believe that yes, we all are coloreds, but everybody comes from a different background.
Correct.
Different
So
colour, yeah.
because I've got status, I pull up with a Porsche,
Yeah.
mayo
Yes, that
coffee.
also.
I stand a better advantage of getting the job because of what I have.
Or I speak.
Or how I
I
speak,
speak.
even even my complexion. You understand? If I've got a nice complexion, then
Or if
we
she
can be
if
two
she
colors.
looks the part, yeah.
Yes, if we ons kan twee colors is, een is donker van kleur, die ander is lig van kleur. The one that's lighter gets the better opportunity. Understand what I'm saying? So I also feel like it becomes a challenge in terms of yes, it's our culture, we embrace it, but to what extent? And how do you break that boundary?
Would I
How
be
do
colored
you
enough?
you
When you
understand?
get accepted as a color.
As a
how?
color.
And
When are
how
you
do you get
finally
accepted?
allowed to be yourself regardless of how you look
Exactly.
or what you sound like?
Exactly.
know?
And there's also one point, even in the colored community, you get like that. I don't know if I want to say stereotypes, but okay, I don't want to make this about men, no? But but I'm not
Ons bly
Colour-
aan die probleem, man.
colored men, no? Especially colored men. As much as you guys want to deny it, 80% of y'all want a certain look in a colored girl.
Lang hare.
Thank you. Clear skin.
Oh.
Like, I don't know.
No makeup.
No makeup, must look naturally beautiful.
Nyash.
Nyash, boobs, all of that. Y'all want this ideal? I don't know.
Maar dan kom my men, hy lyk soos 'n stok sweet.
and then there's little, and then it's patches
En
of
hy kan
beard.
lyk soos 'n matchie.
But just to give credit where it's due for people that's watching, especially at home and things like that. I think
En hy
personally,
eet pork bones.
and earphone bones. I think personally, not because I am a colored as well. I like all race as well. But I think colored women are the most beautiful women.
Ons sê dan- ons sê dan 'n Latina hierso.
That's our Latinas, né? Colors are the Latinas. The only
definitely.
problem is with you guys is, and sorry for saying, there's always a but involved. Jy love put the stuk. Jy love back the stuk. Ek speel my life. Samantha, go! Music video, please invite me. I really support your movement.
Let me
But colors
define
are the...
let me define men such as Dimpie. Manne soos Dimpie as die tipe manne wat tone foto's
Toes,
nou nog
white
graag.
Wie soek toe in
Oh,
pictures?
toes.
Wie nou soek dit?
Wat is met colored bras en toes?
Jo, bra. En dit moet wit as
It must be white.
Die ding is, julle klim in ons goffies en met hy lang toe en hulle en goed is daar
Een
ons
koffie wat
matte
se deur nie
en
in
dan
stoek kan maak.
flipping die
Stoek
arch
kan gaan
covers
nie.
af en iets soos hy. But colors are the most beautiful females around. The only thing like I was saying earlier on is that you guys personally, sorry for saying it and sorry if it sounds criticizing as well, but julle some van julle somtyds het kan lekker loud wees hoor.
Huh?
Kan lekker loud wees en sorry to
Wat is
say.
hy die voete nou?
Alles in general.
Another example.
In general, all the years. Alles
Daisy vrouens wat
I
pams
can
dra.
ask how you doing. Ja, jy moet nie vir my vra nie. Hoe voel jy? Wat doen ek? Hoekom vra jy vir my wat doen ek vandag?
Hy's 'n vrou wat pams dra.
Another example, no? There's the stereotype, no?
Pumps.
This
Pams
is
my brother.
there's the stereotype, no? Where a lot of people think, okay, no, a lot of people say, coloreds, no? What's the one thing all coloreds drive?
Golf.
Yes, VW.
Met 'n stuk in 'n
Yeah,
deur.
No, that is no. That
'n golf met 'n stuk in 'n deur. En dan dink jy's 'n gentleman en maak deur op die deur
Maar
kan nie
kan die-
oop gaan.
when I bought my coupe, no? When I bought my coupe, there was one person in the comment section that asked me why did I buy a Mini Cooper. So then the person underneath the comment was like, what was she supposed to buy? A Golfie.
Oh.
Because people expect, like, if you were colored, what's the first car you're gonna buy? A V-Dub.
That's also what happened, and I think we need to change that narrative. That's why we actually voicing it
Aye,
out
but
right
guys,
now.
but a VW's aren't cheap.
Besides being cheap, a VW is a nice car. No? It's fuel efficient sometimes, and it helps sometimes.
A coupe is
but,
also fuel
but we
efficient.
can't just afford that. What I'm saying is, that
It's the same as the OP.
Yeah, color people.
Same story.
Ja, jy wil van Western af OP doen in Florida en dan wil jy elke tyd huis toe gaan as jy kind kakka.
No, no, I'm just,
I need to get my nails.
no, I'm just saying the way we said previously, you know, we identified as whenever you not in South Africa as either OP or teach. It's the same thing with VW. As you call it as you either driving a VW.
you must drive a VW.
Yeah, it's the
but
same
guys, that's not
concept.
what we're known for. A lot of colors are doing excellent out here. A lot of colors are doing
We
amazing.
are speaking about
but
the
you-
majority,
but
not the
you have-
minority.
People there in Lens as
Yes.
gedrup.
That
As gedrup en gedrop aan Lens.
Yeah, so if the colors is VW and the Indians, it's tak. Let me let me continue with the story. I just want to send this quick scenario before we jump over to the next subject. What I would like to advise you guys and educate you guys on is that the idea of us colored people always wanting to feel that other people deserve better than what they actually worked hard for. What I'm trying to say, simple example, like she said, she bought a coupe and someone asked, why didn't she buy a VW?
Yeah.
Why do you think that's good for her? You decide op haar behalf.
Yeah,
Hy het dat sy gesoek het.
yeah.
So same scenario happened to a friend of mine, Dylan Oliphant, the very famous comedian. Guys,
Shout
follow him
out.
on social media as well. Dylan Oliphant bought a car, and in the comment section, he even stated himself and said it himself. People ask, "Hoekom koop jy nie 'n huis nie?"
That's
You understand
also
what
the
I
other
mean?
thing.
Why is people so we need to,
Yeah.
but also it's not only colored. Sorry, I'm not gonna point fingers here, but it's
Yes.
not only colored mensen, even other races as well.
Yes.
Mensen like altyd voel wat is goed genoeg
Yes.
vir jou.
What
Shirazan,
you
you
Yeah.
understand?
But,
Like,
but also going back to that, sorry for breaking your word, it's also a color thing that if I'm doing well, I'm not being praised by my fellow colored brother, or I'm not saying
Ja,
I want
ze kan weer die-
recognition.
kom ons sê nou,
Maar as
down the
altyd,
change
of
nie.
is altyd, like nou, sê die Cooper, die mini, miskien nog gekoop, nou is dit, is seker weer draak geld. Of sy doen
oh
dit.
ja,
Like
dat is ook
it's
die ding.
never a matter of wow, you working hard. It's
Exactly,
altyd,
bro.
she's busy met 'n Niger. You understand? So why can I not, out of my own and out of, you know, my own efforts do well? Why does it always have to come
From something.
I'm doing something with someone?
Something illegal.
Yeah.
Like me.
Oh, it was sponsored. Oh, it must be mommy and daddy money.
I wanna do-
It wasn't mommy and daddy money.
A straight hustle
I
from
wanna
the
do
ground
something.
up.
I want to do something. Sorry for you guys. I want to do something illegal, but the thing is, I'm
Illegal.
scared. Yes, illegal, and I'm stating it now. So if you need my CV, just let me know. But the thing is, I'm scared. Once I start doing something illegal as a white guy, I can hear an example. Mark my mic.
Yeah.
But guys, let us try to congratulate each other this
Facts.
year.
Yes.
This year is a brilliant year. I said it
Yes.
earlier. It's a beautiful year. It's a
Agreed.
year's resilience. Laat ons hande klap vir mekaar,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, we're changing the narrative. We're changing the
Yeah.
perception. We're changing
And-
the
and
culture.
Let's stop like with the trying to fit in.
Mhm.
What makes us stand out? You know, wherever you go, like content creators, in order for you to be known, you must have something unique. Everybody's vlogging, everybody's doing fashion content, sorry. But what makes you different? And I think it's the same context that I want to use for coloreds? Like, what are we doing different? Why are we always fitting in? Why are we always going with the norm, with the trend?
Yeah, alles
Can
dat
we at least be different this year?
Yeah, I agree.
You understand?
And let my-
Instead of buying the car, kan ons die kar bou.
Ja, en at
You know?
least dis hier Christmas nie maak sy almal moet salad bring en hy net met hy bring en dan eet julle nie daai antie se gravy nie van as die nice van as sy wat dit gemaak het.
Yeah,
Or just
in-
have
in-
this attitude like, my win is your win.
Exactly. Exactly.
My win is your win.
Guys, that's what
Yeah.
that's
Instead of Christmas die gamen, eet bietjie sushi man.
man is like you
Nee,
first.
but ek meen net like, do something different this year. Like, hou op pickelfish goed vry. Waar in die Bybel praat dit van vis.
Ja, en
Eating
die jaar
lamb. You
die
should
jaar
be eating lamb.
Here moet die mense vergewe om vis vir wie verkoop vir 2 miljoen. Om eie vis die Here se vis word gaan gehaal. En die vis eerste weekend is 'n nightmare vir al die visse. Soos dit 'n nightmare is vir die honde on New Year's Day, is dit 'n nightmare vir hulle. En op Boxing Day is 'n nightmare vir die mense dat elke fight verloor in die community. Guys, let us move on, but this one I need to read it out for you guys. If you
Okay.
give me the opportunity to read it out
No
for you
stress.
guys. It states, and I want you guys to clarify and just give me small 1-2 examples. This is the last question, right?
Yeah.
So can you guys just break it down for me? It says the Afrikaans language debate,
Yeah.
right? Should Afrikaans be reclaimed by colored communities, or does it carry too much colonial?
Hey, daar.
Colon-
Daar is
Schwang, schwang.
die
Colo-
swart
colo-
koffie. Die swart koffie het gedigest.
The swart coffee language, that's the thing. Let me state it again. Maybe you through you guys.
The swart
off.
coffee
Should
is
it be?
gone.
No, hey, whoa! Ik heb matriek. Ik heb Benko toegegaan, hè?
Hy is in
Ik heb
gekoop.
die afterparty toegegaan. Van afterparty van nou daar raak baie rof. En dat jaar is afterparty, dat is dus nou niet. Maar ik heb Benko toegegaan. Geen meer kans. Ik heb in die kamer
Was iemand zijn partner?
een wit BM. Ja, ik heb iemand gevraagd om samen met te gaan. So now what I'm saying is that should Afrikaans be reclaimed by colored communities? And why? My question is, was het ooit zo'n ding? Was Afrikaans al weggevat van ons? Of
No,
iets
it
te zijn?
wasn't.
No, I think we had this
Where?
episode.
When? Justin?
We had this conversation. Yeah, we had this conversation
about the
before-
Khoisans?
with Chandre. With
About-
Chandre. Remember we had this conversation before. We actually told us where it originated from. It comes from us, but along the ways it's been tweaked and redesigned.
So you are saying that someone stole it from us. Is it the same situation where she took that song from Namibia?
Unfortunately, I am not an expert, so I can't give any like factual information on that. Right?
Okay,
I
about-
can only
About she taking the song?
disclaimer. I can only give my opinion.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I like that
So do
word
you think
because that word doesn't make you don't get into trouble if
When you say
use
all words,
allegedly.
Allegedly. So you
All
think
the way.
so you think as Scarlett sitting right here this evening, do you think we need to go and strive or go not to war because it's on verloor?
My thing is, where do we start?
Yes.
Because in
I
Cape
think-
Town they've got a different type of
Yes.
Afrikaans that they speak in
PE, different
So-
type
so
of
if you
Afrikaans.
Hear me out, hear me out. Let me
Okay.
give you a starting point, right? I think where do we start as colored people, especially when it comes to language as well.
Yeah.
Let us try to do what you said earlier. Let us stop trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Let us stop trying to twang. Let us stop trying to go to Soweto and you want to sound like Soweto.
So okay, so what is your
Dat
original
ons ook
Afrikaans? Is it
ide-
I think it is
Eden Pa- wat is hy?
Is that the original?
from the Khois. Didn't it derive from the Khoisan?
Yeah, not apparently, but Afrikaans came from the tree.
Yeah.
When they threw that rugby ball
You
out of
will
the
laugh.
plane and that guy's see ya, police.
Okay, so as jy sê ek moet nou different is, meen dit môre ek moet net die kind maak. Ek moet nou nie
No.
klein met die Coca-Cola water
No.
met animal skin.
No, I'm just saying how. I'm saying how do we claim as a community, as an individual, how do we claim our origins of Afrikaans or the Afrikaans language? Is by being proud and bold
Yeah.
about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You understand?
nice.
Go out, be proud and bold about it. Be proud and bold. Be proud. Yo, you know, ek dink I'm here in America, guys. I'm doing au pair with these two. Ek kyk agter hulle toe. Be proud.
He's with a lot of girls tonight,
Yeah,
Shane.
be proud, and I appreciate you guys. You're doing it resilient.
I
You guys are doing brilliant.
Okay.
Let's leave it for now. Be proud and bold.
Yeah.
When you go out there, I'm not saying, like I had a conversation with my father the other day when we were in town. When we were in town. You know what's funny, Justin? it happened to us numerous times, right? Besides skin color and accent, even before we articulate ourselves, even before we speak or utter a word,
Yeah.
ne, we people be like, we come and say maybe. How can I say? Me and my father went, and then we kept quiet.
My
And the
father
lady,
and
my
I.
father and I.
my father and my father and I. So my father and I went, and the lady automatically started speaking her language to us. En toe kyk wat doen hy man? Toe praat hy Afrikaans. Toe dit 'n hele back and forward story daarso. Ek sê my papa jy hoor die vrou verstaan nie vir jou nie.
Yeah.
And you must know one thing about that guy, ne? He speaks 10 languages.
Ooh, that's very
And you know,
nice.
and you know what I've told him, what I've learned over the years. Alu ouras, hy's ouer as my, ne?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's your dad. He's older
Yes,
than you.
yeah.
Duh.
But what I've noticed in South Africa, when it comes to language in particular,
Yeah.
right? People tend to help you. People tend to give you attention once you start speaking their
Agreed.
language.
Agreed.
Mm.
And I think it's
As-
not only.
If
not
I speak
only,
Zulu, Justin, I can know Afrikaans, but
Yeah, facts. They'll
So-
respect like
sorry,
you.
Dene, I can speak now Afrikaans. Hey, Buti, Buti, no, Wakumalo. You understand? But
Yeah.
the moment I start speaking the language, the whole atmosphere, body language, and everything starts to change.
agreed.
It's like you get more respect. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but like if I have a conversation and I start speaking Setswana, they're like, yo.
Oh, you can speak.
Yeah, they're like, yo.
Give us one line quickly. Quick, fast.
Diagotanda.
Mara guys, you also can speak Swana.
Huh?
You can speak Swana
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that once you spoke their language, they started acting comfortable, they started giving them
Yeah.
attention. What I'm trying to say is and bring across to you guys, I know whether it's late or too early, but it's never too late for anything.
Yeah.
Take this opportunity, Cherazan, whenever you can. Try to learn as much languages as
You
you
can,
can.
yeah.
Because if you look at it, we live in South Africa.
Yeah.
And how much languages do we have?
True.
19?
And when we say
11.
we diverse,
11.
then I think we should
If
not by force, but I think also we need to hold ourselves accountable. If we're saying we're diverse and if we really want to stand out, then that becomes something that we need to put on ourselves to say, I need to learn different types of languages.
But as a
You
breakdown,
understand? I think for me personally, what I'm taking out of this conversation, word of the year is we need to try and break the trying to fit in, and we need to now try and stand out. Going into cultural pride. So we spoke about languages where we say that we want to try and get to a point where we've got an original language that belongs to us, that derives from
Yeah,
the colored culture.
look at the pride. Afrikaans is baie mooi.
So language is one of it. I would like to tap into cultural pride. So we know Human Rights Day, right? Whether it's at work or at school, you have to dress according to your culture. And what we are known for as gown and rollers, kavela, which is, it's
Okapai.
funny. It's funny, yes, but it doesn't define who we are. So if we're saying we're taking back our language, how do we take back cultural pride in terms of how we present ourselves when it comes to days like Human Rights Day? Let's take away the gowns and the rollers. How do we show up to show our pride in our
pride,
culture?
that we are actually proud
Fabian
Yes.
and colored. both.
Ons vat die kavela weg, sy bring die Fabiani
Bring
in.
it, Fabian. But let's try to implement those kind of things this
You
year.
know?
Let us try to, as I said earlier, as a result of being bold, let us get those kind of regions. Let us find out
Yes,
our history and let us
yes.
try to implement that. And
Agreed.
that's going to help our kids going forward. You
Agreed.
understand? If we are well known for, I'm not saying let us continue, but the gowns, as she is saying, wear it with pride. Be bold
Nie
about
die
it.
gown nie.
You
Jy
say
sê
gown,
jy
no,
gotta
it's
get
what you-
away
what you wanna
from
get
the
away
gown.
I'm
from
saying
the
if we are
gown.
well known, because now we're getting to a point where establishing where and how we
Yeah.
are. You understand what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So if we have something, for example, Zulu people, they have those spears and they have
Exactly,
the
and
ones,
it's
the ones
mooi.
from KZN and things.
Yeah.
They wear the cultural things and so no, ons sal
Yes.
net kom en laat ons hy ook soms en goed soos
You
But let
understand?
us this year, let us do stuff different. This year, let us embrace who we are. This year, let us try to be more bold about who we are, what we are, and let us
Definitely.
change the narrative and a perspective and perception
Love
of
that.
the other people.
Love that.
I
Love
agree.
that.
This year.
100%.
I don't know before I enclose.
In closing.
In conclusion, right?
Yeah.
Speaking about colors, any colored person watching out there, we appreciate you guys. I just want to share one or two words of encouragement from my side. That,
Yeah.
I always tell people, and I always say it on the show, that that's not that here for me kan gaan doen wat ek kan vir jou doen nie. And as a colored individual sitting here in front of you guys, anything is possible. Laat ons die narrative change. Laat hulle net nie dink ons is van VWC. Laat ons ook Mini Coopers koop. I like nie die kar nie.
BMW's en
Ons ry ook Range Rovers. I mean, there's already people doing it, man. Come on,
Yeah.
Legends Barbershop. Hy man het dan klaar op gaan maak daar. So shout out to him. He got now the other day for you guys that doesn't know. He got a sponsor or is in partnership, I think, with this game.
Well, that's
nice.
nice.
That's
Congratulations.
beautiful for Sheldon as well. You understand? Let
beautiful.
us show them that there are people that are actually
Yeah.
really doing well, yeah, outside
And doing great things.
and doing great. So let us
Agreed,
change the
agreed.
narrative in a way that we are not only about what they think we are about. Die doen en die doen. Dan gaan
Yeah.
dit ons opbring when I see ons as that doesn't define
Exactly.
Us.
who we
Yes.
are. You understand what I mean? I'm not saying also wear red top like her and shoes and techies like Dene, but just change the whole
I'm gonna start calling you Pink Panther, ne?
change the whole narrative, Red Riding Hood, and move. And guys, move with passion, man.
Yeah.
Move with passion. Come I tell you why we are always marginalized and stuff? Because they are scared of the talent and the things that we have as colored people. You know, we are the most talented people. I'm not saying
We
other
are.
people are dumb. I'm
We
not saying
are
other people not
original.
talented.
We are the
Maar
original
Hulle sê 'n
ones.
boer maak 'n plan, maar 'n colored het
Ah,
Apple
plan.
te plan.
Plan.
You
Agreed,
understand? So
agreed.
that's from me, Dimpie Dimpopo.
Love
Please
that.
follow me on social media, guys, on TikTok as well and Instagram as well. And shout out to the 10K reach soon. You guys would like to share any word of
Shana?
encouragement?
I just want to
before we
say,
leave?
you are beautiful,
No matter what they say.
and words can bring you down. Yeah, that's it.
High notes. High notes. So, what club are you performing at tonight?
Club in my bedroom.
With the shoes on as well?
Yes,
Oh.
with the shoes on.
Give me the night. I think on my side, like we touched on it, and I think what really stood out for me is that we are different, and we need to start acting like
Yes.
it. You know, let's stop with the trying to fit in. Let's be different this year. Like Dimpie said, let's break the stereotypes. Let's
like
change the
chain break,
narrative.
man.
And I think let's also celebrate one another. You know, because my success can easily become your next success.
Or
If
motivation.
I'm doing good, I can plug. You understand? But if you're not celebrating and if you're not pushing for me, then it becomes a bit difficult. So for me personally, I would just say, as colored brothers and sisters, let's be different this year and let's support one another. Also, I just want to say shout out to Ish by Mo. Thank you so much for the studio. Thank you
For the medallion and the
for
singing. yeah.
letting us pull through. Also, colored brother from a different mother. He's doing well.
Really
so
well.
there's people who are actually doing well, but we don't give
Motivation,
them
The
enough.
credit,
We don't
yeah.
give them enough recognition. Why? Because we don't like to support one another. But in a nutshell,
Talking about support.
you know, we've given a shout out to our main man
Yes,
over
Ash,
here.
Ash,
You
Ash.
have already touched base on social media platforms. Shana, where can they find you?
TikTok Shana May, Instagram the Shana Meyer. It's easy.
On my side, guys, it should be obvious by now. TikTok at Jonesy, Instagram, Dene.jones.5. Thank you to the guys who have already plugged in by following us on all platforms, on the Bushi pages as well as our individual pages.
Yeah, guys, I hope you guys have taken in. I hope you guys have digested. I hope you guys have inhaled what was spoken today. And we brought it to you guys from the Bushi Podcast, from myself, Shana, and Dene, with love and blessings. Ek ken sometimes voel jy is hard op julle en goed te sê, but hier krap ons, daar word die joke nie. Ons sê ding soos dit is. Ons maak dat die ding ruk soos 'n hart aanval. Guys, speaking about opportunity, Shana, you shared earlier something brilliant and amazing. This is an opportunity for you guys that are watching out there as they share the social media platforms. Go out, check it, follow it, keep sharing it. Make sure you help them grow those numbers. And also take this opportunity to go and check out our modeling beauty pageant. Beauty pageant
Yeah.
that's running up and running at the moment. Thank you for the contestants that entered already. Thank you so much for the guys that participated. Go on the Bushi page, go on all Bushi platforms and check what it is about, because it's not only about modeling, it's about photography, it's about videography, it's about vlogging, it's about content creating, and it's about skits, and it's about Big Brothers as well. Nah?
Yes.
So please go and show some love and support. Entry fees are there. There are contact details. There are emails available for you guys. Take this opportunity to not only do something good for someone else, but to expand your own life as well. And with that being said, it's your boy, your Dimpie Dimpopo. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, the one and only yellow bone, Uringi Moti, On Kosiami, Makleer wat follows. And on this podcast, we are not Bushi, we are Bushi.
Bushi.